Listen, I guess things is about to really start blowing up. They about to really start getting into it because the people is coming home. So, you know, next couple episodes, we really gonna see what's up. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? I am your girl, Talisa Rae, wife style coach. We are reviewing season number 3, episode number 4, Liar, Liar. Honey, they all gotta lie to get what they want. Like, I don't understand why anybody is surprised at some of the lies that are about to come out of their mouth. It's almost like you can predict the lies that are about to come out of their mouth. So let's just start off with Kweilyn and Chevelle. I kept calling him Kweilyn. The boy's name is Kweilyn. Kweilyn and Chevelle. After 12 years in prison, honey, he is getting out. He is coming home after 2.5 years of Chevelle dating him behind the prison walls. She gets to see him. Mom hasn't seen him in 3 years. He comes out. Mom is excited. So much so, I was moved by it. Y'all, I got a spot on my shirt. I guess that's from the couple of them. Looks like it's from the shake I had. Anyway, listen, I was moved by how excited the mother was to see her son. How excited she was, and the tears of joy and just happiness, and how she ran. And I just was moved. I had a little tear, not a lot of tear, but a little tear. And I was like, I'm so excited for her. I'm so happy for her. And then he turned his attention to Chevelle, and they embraced and they kissed, and it looked like that they really had a connection. When she said, I'm actually touching his hand, I'm thinking, well, what kind of visit was you on? It wasn't a family style visit where you guys get to talk and, you know, hold hands above the table. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I dated somebody that was in prison. It was my oldest son's father. And we used to be able to have contact above the table, right? And you could kiss before you go and embrace, and hug and embrace after you left. Those were the things that you were able to do. So I was just shocked to hear her say, I'm really holding your hand. Maybe she means like for a certain length of time. Y'all let me know what you think down below in the comments. Well, let's go right on in to Kristiana and John. Okay, so listen, I was thinking she was gonna say no. We pick up where they left off, and she was like, I'm not sure if I'm ready. Remember, he proposed, and they went to the park to get married. He had the whole truck set up for them to walk up in the truck and get married. Honey, I thought she was gonna say no because she wasn't prepared, but she said yes. Okay, yes, okay, I'm gonna do it. Why not? I'm adventurous. Really is why not. I wasted most of my time in prison. I wasted most of my time on drugs. Nobody really cared about me. I don't really have nothing to look forward to, and this man actually cares for me. Listen, I was thinking to myself about them getting married. They don't have no marriage license. They didn't get no marriage license. How they get married? I mean, unless in they state one isn't required, or, you know, because it was a native a Native American traditional style wedding. Was it just, they're just married under the tradition and not like by law? Because you need 2 signatures. If you got married in prison, they help provide the marriage license. So I'm just like, I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all can help me out and help me understand what transpired. Are they really married, or are they just, let me not say really married, because you are married if you say, if we jump the broom as enslaved people and we're married, they can get married as well. So, I mean, really, a marriage is about consummation, okay? Listen, that's how come when you have all these different partners, you take on all these different attributes, etc., etc., etc. Now, listen, what I thought was, it was selfish of him to even want to get married prior to taking her to check in for parole. It's selfish. You're jeopardizing her freedom. I mean, it seems extreme that they would send her back, but because she's a repeat offender, she says she's been 8 times for burglary. Like, you just never know. So I felt like it was selfish. Like, he put his needs above hers versus, you know, saying, hey, I want to marry you, you know, wait until she gets some visits or something out the halfway house. Like, I really felt like that was selfish of him. Y'all let me know if you agree with me down below in the comments. He was thinking about himself. He really wanted to get into the cookie jar and consummate the wedding in the truck, okay, on the way back in the park. That's what he said, in the park. They are driving fast down the highway. Shit is flying out the back of the truck, okay, as they're flying, trying to get there in the right time frame, but they are an hour behind. At first it was 30 minutes, and then it became an hour behind. She changed clothes in the car. He was excited because she had little perky titties or whatever. But I'm still thinking to myself, it's really selfish of you to put your needs before hers, especially when it comes to her freedom, and you have been dating her while she was in prison all this time. So, I mean, I don't know if you agree with me or not. Let me know down below in the comments. They ended up being an hour late, and she said this is the 4th time she has been at this halfway house in Dubuque. And so I'm all like, you know, and she's feeling like it's deja vu. Like, I'm late. I don't want to have to go through this again. You got the same people there. You got addicts, you got drug dealers, and both of those things are my Achilles heel. If you are a drug addict and you associate with drug addicts, guess what might happen? The likelihood, if you aren't all the way clean, is you doing drugs. And as well as the drug dealers being able to provide you with the drugs that you need. Like, this is a precarious situation, and I don't know. I'm hoping that she doesn't relapse. She's excited. You know, you can see that her mom wasn't really like excited about her being married or really active in her life, kind of. So that's always a thing too. Like, all of this dynamic about these people, when you think about who they are and how they grew up, makes perfectly good sense. You know what I just realized? I ain't have a drink. It's Friday night. Party's jumping. Bass is right. I needed a drink. Have a drink with me. Cheers. Okay, so let's go Scott and Lindsay. The daughter's name is Miley Grace, okay? Thanks, Scott, for saying it on the show. So we pick up again where we left off. He's waiting on the airport, looking through the window like a lost child, waiting on his mom to come pick him up, or like he's the last kid on the playground, looking, searching. Everybody gets off the plane. He's like, I counted 30 people, and there was no Lindsay. She wasn't there. Where is she? What happened? Why isn't she coming off the plane? She didn't show. Lindsay was a no-show. And you know, I mean, for me, a million things are going through my head. Like, was it a scam? Well, it can't possibly be, because the mama's on her way to the halfway house to meet you with the daughter. So that can't be it. Did she get herself in some trouble and got thrown in the hole? Like, did she miss her connecting flight? Like, a million things are going through my mind. I'm curious. I thought that she was going to run off the plane or had gotten off and was somewhere else. Like, a million things that literally run through my mind. And then I was just like, well, where is she? Well, when you didn't hear from her 2 days ago, because when you getting ready to get out, baby, I'm sure they be calling you a million times. You coming home? I'm coming home. Make sure you are there. Everybody I know who's ever dealt with somebody who was coming out of prison is always like, can you be there on time at this time? They're letting me out. Period. Point blank. It's no questions asked. Okay. So Lindsay was a no-show. She called the Federal Bureau of Prisons to see if she was let out. And of course, they ain't giving him no information. They like, you got to wait until between 6 a.m. and 2 p.m. Monday through Friday or something. I don't know. And by now it's late. So, you know, he don't know what's what. He can't talk to nobody until, I think he said tomorrow. So I'm not sure what day of the week it is. But listen, no Lindsay. He has to break the news to Brenda, is that the mama's name, and Miley Grace. And, you know, they are just as shocked. Because honestly, I was like, did she go to a different airport and call the mama? Like, literally, a lot of stuff went through my mind. Like, oh, this is a setup. Oh, this is good. Oh, she is tricky. So the limo man comes out. Larry the limo driver, and he wants to know too, well, do you think it was honest and true? Do you think it was a scam? Do you think she just wanted you for your money? And like me, Scott's like, you know what? I don't think so. She had me introduced to her mom and my daughter. Listen, you took care of them, $15,000 to $20,000. My mother would be all in too. And when I tell her, listen, we shaking him, my mom would be like, that's just not the right thing to do, but this is your life. Like, homeboy moved from New York to Mississippi, the whole 9 yards. Like, oh, I feel for him. But Larry, the limo driver, got him some good steak and some cake, and it was worth it, okay? You got it. That food gonna go to waste. And Larry and Scott enjoyed their food. Let's talk Shonda and Tyrese. Oh, Tyrese, child, listen. I didn't notice his clothes before. In the last review that I did, you guys were like, oh, I need him to come to the 20th century, come to this decade, because he is literally stuck in the 90s. I'm going to skip around a bit, because when I saw him in that lingerie store and he had that Pele jacket on, I said, I know you fucking lying. Because, you know, he's older. I knew he wouldn't wear tight-fitting clothes, and he would wear baggy clothes, but the chain on the outside of the shirt and the two big clothes and the two big, like, put stuff on that fit, engineer. How you go to work? In that blue suit? Never mind. So I got it. I was like, oh, he does need to be upgraded. No wonder he's not having any luck with the women in Chicago because of the way he dresses. Like, he's an attractive man, he's fit, but the way he's dressing is horrible, and his attitude seems a little bit horrible. He actually seems like he has a bit of a temper, and I'm gonna tell you why. So he takes his kids over to the homie's house, you know, for a little get together or whatever, and the cousin Reggie is there. And he tells Reggie about the girl being 28. And did he say she was white to him? No, just the 28. And he was like, you remember Hugh Hefner, don't you? He was 70, she was 30. But bruh, he ain't Hugh Hefner. He ain't got Hugh Hefner's kind of money. And the little sugar baby, the 30-year-old, was with Hugh Hefner for his money. Okay, his confidence and his, I don't give a damn. Money talks. Money, 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 money. That was that situation. Money. Listen, and then, so then the son comes over and he's all like, yeah, I know he got a young black thing in prison or whatever. And the cousin say, oh, she white. And you know, the son was taken aback. And he tried to backtrack from saying, oh no, we ain't got no issue with her being white. Oh, okay. Because you wouldn't have had that reaction had you not had a reaction of her being white. It ain't about you being a racist, okay? I'm going to just keep it a band. It's about you wanting your dad to be with somebody who can relate to him. So not only in ethnicity, but also in age, okay? In age, we going to get there. The daughter comes over and she's all like, well, what if I don't like her? He was like, why wouldn't you like her? Because she white? Again, there's a pregnant pause, because honestly the answer is yes, but it's, I don't care that she white, we not a racist. It ain't about being a racist. I'm gonna just keep it a man. Like, I understand, I know what they're saying, I get love is love, but when they find out that she's not only white but she's 28, oh, she wants you for your money, pops. She trying to ruin you, pops. It's that sugar baby, sugar daddy .com situation. Like, and I ain't gonna, the daughter is saying, I ain't gonna trust her. Like, I don't trust her. That's just what it is until she has to prove herself. In this process, so the dad gets upset. Like, what does it matter what she look like? You think I'm gonna, you know, let somebody take advantage of me? You think I'm that stupid? Actually, yeah. You didn't fail for old Shonda in the prison. Does Shonda know you could be her daddy? Hello? Does she? Anybody? I'm sure they didn't went to the prisons or whatever, yeah, they hung out. But you know, black people look good. She might think he only 39 or something and not 49. And when he goes in there, she was like, she said, as soon as I get home, the first thing I want to do is come out of these prison drawers. So he's in there buying her some lingerie in the sex store. Because sex is going to be explosive. I ain't got to worry about that. How you know? Because I know. Oh, this dude is cocky. That young girl's finna run circles around him. Circles around him. circles. Yeah, like for real. So let's talk Destiny and Shawn real quick. Destiny, honey, is home. They go and meet the mother and the sister for lunch. Pretty much everybody's like, oh, y'all seem to be getting along really well, etc., etc. Let's just get to it. They split up and the mom gets to grilling him like, how many kids do you have? Have you ever been married? I've never been married, but I have 6 kids. I thought you only had 2 kids. Well, that was what I told her. I told you that was the lie, because who did she get that information from? She had to get that from Destiny. I told you that, right? In addition, the sister's in the bathroom talking to her, and she's like, do you really like him? And she was like, yeah, he cool, but you know, I really don't like being bogged down. I self-sabotage. I don't know if I really want to be in a relationship. She just wanted him for his money and what he could do to help her. This looks like it's going to be a whole mess. And when she come back to the table, we find out that she thought that Shawn was 36 years old. No, he's 45. She acts like she's surprised, and Shawn is all like, no, you wanted to believe that. I believe that he told her that he was only 36. I believe that. And when she asked, well, how many kids do you have? You know, the shit gonna hit the fan. I told y'all it's gonna be the 6 kids. She don't know about the kids and that ex-baby mama. I'm telling y'all, I be knowing stuff. I don't know how I be knowing, but I do. I know stuff. Last but not least, it is Jessica and Maurice. So they didn't touch down in LA, okay? And he's going to see his PO. And they driving down the street and whatnot. And you know, he's all like, look at all this graffiti. I don't want to be here. Listen, that ain't what all of LA look like. I just want y'all to know that is not what all of LA look like, okay? It is not. On Compton and Vernon, over in that area, okay, it might look like that. That's like the east side of LA, like the east side of LA, but it still don't all look like that. Like, I grew up on the east side, like really, like I'm really from the hood though. Like, I still live on the east side, but I'm just telling you, all the areas don't look like that, okay? All the areas in South LA, formerly known as South Central, don't look like that. So don't be over there judging us thinking that's what our city look like. People want to come to California because it's beautiful. It really is, okay? Anyway, so he says that he grew up. We found out that it was his mom, his sister, and him. I wonder, did his mother pass away, y'all? Do you know? Because he keeps calling his aunt. So I'm wondering if where his mom is. Are they going to tell us? I'm sure he going to give us a tea on where his mom is. He has a daughter, and he regrets that he watched her grow up through photos. He regrets not being there and like does not want to have to go through that again, which is good. I'm glad to hear him say that. He also said that this is his second strike. One more time and 3 strikes you out. Like, it's what it is. Well, when he goes in and he finds out from the PO that he cannot get a pass on going to Vegas, he can't be transferred for like 30 days, more like 60 days, and that he is stuck in LA, he is of course not happy about it. Does not feel good about it. It's a process. It's a process. It is what it is. I understand the frustration, but now you got to think, well, where is he gonna stay? He gonna go stay in the neighborhood that he grew up in. If that's where his aunt lives or whoever he's gonna be with. Is Jessica gonna get a little place for him out here? Like, all of those things are things that we have to think about, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Listen, y'all, let me know down below in the comments what you thought about this episode. I'm ready for it to get really juicy, because I saw Destiny hit him in the face and I thought, this hoe is abusive. You better be glad he ain't grabbed you by the back of your hair and drag you down the street. You can go back to jail for domestic violence. You on parole, child, but he ain't gonna do that because he just spent that money. See, I be getting beside myself, but y'all remember I said that right now, okay? I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of Love After Lockup, season number 3, episode number 4, Liar, Liar. If it's your first time visiting my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button to become a ray of sunshine. Right there is the notification bell. Click it so you're alerted of my reviews, fashion, vlogs, whatever I upload. Like, whoop, there she is, whoop, there she is. Last but not least, because you like me and I'll know it's real, give me a thumbs up. I'm slurring, I've only had a couple sips. couple sips. Lord help me. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next review.